And God said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed. To you it shall be for food. Genesis 1:29. Man did eat angels' food. He sent them meat to the full. Psalm 78:25. Everyday Manna with Lisa.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Everyday Manna. Again, we are outside. We're gonna do some programs. We're out here. We're doing summertime grilling programs, and I'm out here today with Austin and Mary, Rachel, and we are just going to cook up today a feast. We're going to have stuffed burgers. We're going to have potato and onion packets, and we're going to have barbecued beans. What do you think, guys? Sound good? Yeah. Sounds good? So we're going to get started. First of all, my grill is preheating. I'm getting it good and hot. I have a cast iron skillet in there getting hot so I can saute some peppers and some onions for our beans. But the first thing we want to do is get started on our potatoes. I have scrubbed just some regular baking potatoes, Idaho potatoes. These were a little bit small, so I'm going to be using, a few more. If you were using the bigger baking potatoes, you would need 4. You want to slice these. I'm going to cut the potato in half, and I'm going to cut them rather thin because I'm going to cook them on the grill. We're going to put them with some onions and some melted butter, and we're going to just put them in the in some foil in the grill in a packet, sealed up in a packet, and cook them on the grill. So we want to slice these kind of thin, just quickly. I'm going to make up 4 little packets right now. And I'll show you one real quick like. I'm going to put a little more potato in there. Slice them, about, I would say, 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick on your potatoes. Just, you want them kind of thin because they've got to cook on the grill. If you just take your knife and just run through them, it goes a lot quicker. Now, that'll be good for 1 packet. Now, let's get an onion. Just using, whoops, my onions fell over on me. Just using some regular yellow onions that you can get in the store. You could use little Vidalia onions. Right now you can get the Vidalia onions. That would be delicious. Any of the sweet onions or red onion, any kind of onion that you like. You could use little scallions, little green scallions if you wanted to. Whatever kind that you like. Doesn't matter in this recipe. You can use them all. Be delicious any way you go. I make a version of this dish, and I put it in the oven, and I will roast them. But this particular time, since we're outside, we're going to put them in a foil packet and put them in our grill. This is a rather large onion, so I'm only going to use half of an onion per packet. My grill is hot. I can smell the grill. I love to come outside in the summertime and just cook up different things outside. I have 4 sheets of the non-stick aluminum foil, which is my favorite, my new favorite cooking tool is that non-stick foil. And I've got 4 sheets, and I want to take some of it's kind of windy out here, but that's okay. Let's scoot this over just a little bit here. We're going to take 4 sheets of this. We want to put some of our onion and some of our potatoes, and I'm just kind of, if you'll see, I'm going in the lengthwise of the packet, and I'm just putting it right in the center. And you could use melted butter in this, or you could use olive oil. I think I'll just use some olive oil today. It's a little bit heart healthier. Sprinkle it with salt, quite a bit of salt, because potatoes do need the salt. And then some black pepper, some cracked black pepper. Lots of pepper. And just some extra virgin olive oil. And that's all there is to it. You could add some fresh herbs if you wanted to. If you had some rosemary, that would be delicious. If you had, just a little bit of thyme would be good in this, whatever. But I'm just going to do mine kind of plain today. But you could add some herbs if you wanted to. Now, my foil's blowing here. So you want to take it, I want to show you here. You want to take it up and seal it. Just bring it up together and then just crimp it together and seal it. give it room to kind of, you know, to have a little bit of expansion in there. And then seal up your edges. Well, I didn't do it properly here. You want it to be completely sealed over. So just fold it down there. There we go. And then fold up your edges, just like that. And you have a perfect little packet just to cook your potatoes and your onions on. And that way your cleanup is minimal. Once you take out the food out of there, then you just simply throw away the foil. So let's get these on the grill. My grill is good and hot. Okay, now we got our potato packets on. That's just potatoes, onions, salt, pepper, and olive oil. They're sizzling away. We've just got them on our grill. We're going to get started on our beans. I have 1 large can of just plain pork and beans in my pot over here, just heating them up. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. And I'm going to add, I've got my cast iron skillet on my grill, and it's very, very hot. And I'm going to add some green pepper and some onion to that, and then I'm going to add that to the beans along with just some your favorite, whatever kind you like, of just plain barbecue sauce, whatever kind you like. I like the thick and spicy with brown sugar, but you get the kind that you like the best, and just add a little bit of that to your baked beans. We're just going to chop up our green pepper. This is a garden fresh pepper that Sue brought me from her sister's garden. Little green pepper, and oh, it smells so good. There's nothing like summer produce. It just has a taste and an aroma that cannot be beat. Cucumbers are in season. We've got a fresh cucumber around here somewhere, also from the garden, that we're going to slice and have. And in the summertime with burgers, which is what we're making today, I just love to have a slice of cucumber alongside of it. We've got our green pepper here. Let's chop up a little bit of onion to go in our beans. What are baked beans without some onion in there? I think probably half an onion will be plenty for just 1 can. These are big onions. If you've got a smaller onion, you probably just want to use half of it. We're just going to saute them up a little bit. My cast iron skillet is very, very, very hot. One time I was cooking, I'll never forget, and I wasn't thinking, and I just grabbed the skillet just like that with my bare hand, and I had to literally sleep with one of those ice packs taped onto my hand. It gave me some really nasty burns. So if you're using cast iron, please be careful. And we've got our onion there just chopped up. Now, my skillet is hot. Let's add some extra virgin olive oil to it. We're going to add our onion. Need my little scooper out here. Be careful. And our pepper, green pepper, to our skillet here. Popping away. Can you see it popping out there? Let me turn that down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Can you see it, Austin? You see it popping away? Okay, add a little salt and some black pepper. And let's just saute these vegetables up. I got to take a quick break. I'm just going to keep stirring the vegetables, and when we come back, we're going to add these to the pot, and we're going to get started on our burgers. I'll be right back in just a minute. Okay, now we're going to get started on our hamburgers. Now today, we are going to make stuffed hamburgers. And what that is it's 2 thinner hamburger patties that you patty them out thin. I'm putting cheese. I'm going to use some cheddar cheese today. You could use absolutely any kind of cheese you like on the inside. Then we're going to put another patty over top of it and seal the edges really well, and then get them on our grill. And it will be delicious, I guarantee you. Except I think you want yours plain, don't you? With no onions in it, right? Okay. Mary wants hers plain. You don't want onions in yours. Well, I like onions in mine. So we'll be doing 2 different kinds of hamburger. Mary, will you get me the other bowl that looks like this? It's up there somewhere. That one will be fine. Okay. We're going to chop up an onion, and I'm going to chop up the other half of the onion that I didn't use, and I'm going to just make it very, very fine because I like chopped up onion in my hamburgers, but these guys don't. So we will make them one without, me one with. That's what we'll do. Is that okay? Is that all right if we do it one without, 2 without? And then we're going to chop up the onions really fine.
That's all
Huh?
What you're doing like that without thinking.
You mom's helper? Mary, do you help your mommy cook? Sometimes. You like to cook, don't you? Mary's a good little, she likes to get in the kitchen. She stays with me sometimes, and we cook, and sometimes we'll make cookies, and we've made cupcakes. Haven't we made cupcakes before at my house? Yeah. We've made cakes, and we cook, and we have a good time. So there's our onions. Now, give me that bowl, since I got to make 2 different kinds of burgers here. And I bet you have to do that at your house, too. Sometimes you have to do 2 different kinds. That's okay, though. We're going to put the half onion that I chopped in our bowl, like this.
Why don't you just dump the rest of it from the
Well, it would have been easier. I should have done it that way, shouldn't I?
Uh-huh.
Now, I need to save you guys out enough to do a couple of plain burgers.
So that's how you shape it.
Well, I'll show you in just a minute. So let's put the rest.
How come it's so gray?
Well, sometimes hamburger meat does that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks pretty tasty.
It's tasty. Is that your favorite food, Austin?
Tasty.
Is that your favorite food?
If it's tasty, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes hamburgers. Okay, to our hamburger, both pots, we're going to add some Worcestershire sauce. A couple of tablespoons or so. That just adds flavor. It keeps it moist and makes it delicious. Let's add some over here. Oh, I don't know. People live up that road and they got to go home, don't they? We're going to add some grill seasoning. I'm using the steak grill seasoning mixture, and I'm just going to add a couple of tablespoons full to each pot, just to add some flavor. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And just a touch of salt per pot.
I wish I could do that.
And we're going to mix it up with our hands. I'm going to do it. Just give me a minute. I can't do but one thing at a time. And then I'll show you how we're going to stuff these burgers. Okay? Watch out, babe. Back up just a little bit. Thank you. Okay? You ready? All right.
I just want a little bit of onion in mine.
Okay. You want me to make you one with like this? Okay. Okay. All right. Let me show you how we're going to stuff these burgers. We're going to take a little bit of the meat. We're going to patty it out very, very fine, okay? Very thin.
But when it's cooked, it'll be tasty.
Yes, it will be tasty. Let me show you how we do one. Is that your favorite kind? Well, that's what that
It
is.
was pretty tasty.
Was it pretty tasty?
Morally tasty.
Oh.
I know.
Mary, what's your favorite food?
Pizza.
I'm just making 2 patties for the moment. That's all I'm doing. What's your favorite food? Pizza. What do you like on your pizza?
My favorite, cheese
Wait a
and
minute.
pepperoni.
Cheese and pepperoni. My kind of gal. That's what I like on mine. What, baby?
I like the only kind of favorite hamburger
Yeah.
is one you like.
You and I.
The ones you
We
make.
have this restaurant locally here that has this pizza that is ham and bacon cheddar pizza. Oh my goodness, it's mouth-wateringly good. So, okay, we've got 2, yeah, well, hang on. All right, we've got 2 very, very thin patties, okay? See what I did? They're very, very thin, and I'm going to take just a little bit of cheddar cheese. I'm using just shredded cheddar. You don't want to put too much because it will ooze out, so be very careful with it,
Do you mean
okay?
it won't be good?
Yeah, it'll be good.
I mean, if you put too much.
No, it'll make your grill a mess. Take your other patty, place it on top, and press the edges really, really good.
What do you call that?
This is called a stuffed burger. And you just want to seal those edges. It is a cheese stuffed burger. That's exactly what it is, Austin. And there's your raw patty ready to go on the grill. We're going to stuff over the break. When we come back, we're going to put these on the grill, and then we're going to eat this meal. We'll be right back with you in just a minute. Okay, we're going to show you one more burger here that we're going to stuff. So we've got just a little bit of ham in case you missed it. It's really easy, and you know, you could put anything in here. You could put any kind of cheese. You could put, like if you had some compound butter, which is just softened butter with a mixture of herbs and so forth in your freezer, you could patty this out, put a pat of that compound butter in the middle, would be scrumptious. You could put absolutely anything you wanted. If you wanted to saute some onions, maybe some mushrooms or something like that, and put in the center of your burgers, it would be delicious. So we're going to take some cheddar cheese in here. See, guys?
Yeah.
Mm.
Can we put some cheddar cheese on there?
Not on this, honey. And then put your other patty over it and seal the edges. You see how I'm pressing down on the edges really good, guys? Why do I do that? Do you know?
So the cheese don't go out.
So the cheese don't come out. Now, this is a thick burger. Probably one of these would feed 2 people because you're dealing with 2 or one big, you know, happy person. So we're just going to make our stuffed burgers and get them on the grill. Burgers are on the grill, and we've got our stuffed burgers with our cheddar cheese. Our potato packets are cooking away, guys. They've got potatoes and onions and salt and pepper and olive oil. And then over here, let's stir our beans, make sure they're not sticking. We have got our just BBQ beans. We have pork and beans with sauteed onions and green peppers and some barbecue sauce, just whatever kind you like. I used just the thick and spicy with some brown sugar, but you can use whatever kind of barbecue sauce that you like. And we added just a touch of Worcestershire sauce. Because I know my little man loves cucumbers, let me go ahead and slice him a cucumber, because I mean, what is an outside grilling party without a cucumber, right, Austin? Yeah?
Probably so.
These are garden fresh cucumbers. Don't they look yummy?
I could eat a whole hamburger.
You could eat a whole hamburger and a whole cucumber. So we've got our slices here. This is just a garden fresh. We're just going to have some sliced cucumbers. We've got a tomato back there. We need to slice. Mary, would you get my tomato for me? We need to slice up our tomato for our hamburgers. Let's just put, let's see here, guys. Let's put a couple of slices of this on there. We're going to get our little picnic feast ready to go. All right, let me have the tomato, please.
There you go.
All righty, let's scoot this right here, Mary, if you set that right there. We don't have quite as much room out here, do we, guys?
No.
Hmm?
It's pretty nice.
It's pretty nice out here today, isn't it? We've got our tomato that we're just slicing for our hamburgers. And they are cooking away. I need to flip them here.
I think the bottoms are already ready, probably.
I think the bottom ones are already ready.
I think they look
The
ready.
bottom half.
They probably
And there's our beautiful red, delicious tomato.
Hey, it looks pretty nice if you mix them together.
Does it look pretty nice?
If you mix them together and make them smaller.
Oh, okay, well, there we
That
go.
would be pretty easy.
Now, let's check our burgers here. Yep, all right, back up. Now she's got to get the camera shot here. We're just going to flip it. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got. Yum!
It
Does-
looks pretty nice with the rails.
Does it look pretty nice?
Uh-huh.
Now, why did I seal those edges? Now, I am using today ground chuck, because I personally prefer ground chuck for burgers because it adds more flavor. It's got a little more fat to it, and so therefore it adds a little more flavor. Yeah, the smoke is getting in our eyes, isn't it? That's part of being the cook, guys. You get smoke in your eyes sometimes. But look how delicious and yummy. Now, you know what's causing that?
The wind.
The wind, and when the fat from the meat drips down in there, it causes the flare-ups. So we're going to turn our grill down. It'll quit in just a second. We're going to cook that other side. Let's check our potato packets and see how we're doing. All right, let's get one off the grill here. All right, you ready? Woo, hot, hot, hot. Let's see what we got here, guys. Remember, it's hot, so you got to be careful. See what we're doing here. Woo, steam galore. Yum, look at that, how good that looks. Can you get in there and get a shot of that? Delicious, soft, yummy potatoes and onions. And sort of the same but wetter. Wonder what caused, yeah, that's the olive oil that's in there. Will you find me a fork so I can taste it and see what we got? Just a real, plain or real. That's good. Do you want to try a bite, Mary?
Yeah.
All right, we'll let Mary be our tester. It's very hot, baby. Be careful. It's hot. Blow it because potatoes are hot. Yep, get yourself a fork. Blow it, baby. Woo, careful. What do you think? Good?
What's the flavor?
Well, I'm not going to let you taste and me not taste, so let me try a bite. Is it good? They're tender. Good. Nothing like grilled food. So let's get our plate ready, guys. Let's put some potatoes on there.
These are pretty salty.
Taste salty? Put some on our plate.
Oh, I like it.
You like it? Good. I'm glad you like it.
I like onions that's nice and
I do too, Mary. I love cooked onions. That's one of the summertime treats. So we'll just seal this back up, put it back on the grill to keep warm. Let's check our burgers. Let's turn them. Let's put some beans on there, guys. Where's my spoon? There we go. Let's try our beans and see. Oh, can you see that, how good that looks? Just some barbecue beans. This is truly picnic fare. Up a picnic table with a red and white checked cloth on there and have a delicious, delicious picnic outside. Let's check our burgers. They're not done, but let's turn them to get that pretty little crosshatch mark on there. I'm being careful. Thank you, darling. It'll burn, wouldn't it, Austin?
Yeah.
Now our burgers are done, and we've got our beans and our potatoes and our beautiful cheddar stuffed burgers on the grill. We're just going to do lettuce and tomato today with a little bit of mayonnaise, but you can decorate it however you like. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Mary, for joining me. Thank you, Austin, for joining me. And we will see you next time on Everyday Manna.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Everyday Manna with Lisa. This program is made possible by viewers like you. Your support is continually needed to keep Christian programming on the air. Please send your best financial gift to Living Faith Television in care of Everyday Manna, P.O. Box 1867, Abingdon, Virginia 24212.